Hello and welcome back to the podcast that unpack the businesses of banking, one conversation at a time. I am your host and today we are exploring something that quietly power every smart banking decision, that is customer information system. Think about it, every time a bank's business correspondent approaches a new customer or bank launches a targeted product offer or a branch manager review performance, there is a system working behind the scenes, organization and delivering the right data at the time. The system is CIS, Customer Information System, and today we are going to understand exactly what it is, why it matters, and how it helps banking professionals to find, serve, and to grow their customer base. Let's get started. So, what exactly is a customer information system? In simple terms, we can say that CIS is a digital framework that collects, store, classify and manages all information related to the bank customer. Think of it as a massive, well-organized digital filing cabinet, except instead of paper files. It holds real-time data on every single customer. CIS covers everything, that is, a customer address, income details, account types, credit history, transaction patterns, all in one place. And here, what makes it so powerful? It transformation raw data into actionable insight. For business correspondent, the people on the ground representing bank to the customer, CIS is absolutely essential. Why? Because before you can sell the right banking product to someone, you need to know who they are, and CIS gives you exactly that. Today, CIS has evolved from being a simple back office tool to becoming a full strategic resource. Modern banks rely on it to respond quickly to customer requests, adapt to market changes, and comply with regulatory requirement. It is not just a database, it is the backbone of the customer-centric bank. Now, let's look at some specific tools and practices that fall under the CIS umbrella. So first is the customer information file. In short, we call it as a CIF. Every bank customer has a CIF number, that is a unique identifier that links all their accounts, loans, credit cards and transaction history in a one electronic record. Business correspondent update this file daily to keep it accurate and correct. Why? Because an up-to-date CIF isn't just an administrative record, but it is actually a powerful marketing tool. It tells you what products a customer already has and, more importantly, what they might needed next. Periodic status record. There are regular reports, daily, weekly, monthly, quarterly, that gives business correspondent a clear snapshot of their banking activity. They track things like active account, non-active account, loan dispersal, credit card holder, non-performing asset, etc. These reports aren't just about the number. They help business correspondent to review their work, own performance, and plan their next step strategically. Now, setting and evaluating target. One of the most practical application of CIS is helping business correspondent to set revenue and account target. Let's me paint a picture. Imagine you are a business correspondent working across segment like village, remote areas, housewives, farmers. Each segment has a different deposit pattern, different financial behavior, different growth potential. Using historical CIS data, you can look back at past target and actual achievement across multiple years. Then set your next target based on the highest performance, not just the average. The best targets are realistic, data backed, and stretch just enough to push you forward. And once targets are set, evaluation becomes critical. Business correspondent must regularly review what they actually achieved versus what they planned. These evaluation feedback into the CIS, refining future strategies, identifying untapped opportunities, and improving distribution of promotional material in the right area. So, let's bring it all together. The customer information system is far more than a tech tool. It is an intelligence layer that makes modern banking possible. It helps business correspondent to identify potential customer. It stores, organizes everything from the addresses to the income pattern. It generates reports that track performance, and it drives smarter data-backed decision around the target and growth. In today's competitive banking scenario, the banks that win are the ones that truly know their customers. Knowing your customer are really knowing them. To start with a strong, well-maintained customer information system. That's wrap up today's episode on Money Matters. If this gave you a clear picture of how banking works, if this gave you a clear picture of how banking works behind the scenes, do share it with someone who had find it useful. And remember, in banking, information is everything. Until next time, stay curious, stay informed, and I will see you in the next episode.